I hope everyone's been enjoying the music so far. We'll be back to it soon, but first, we get a chance to sit down with the band themselves, home stretch. How you guys feeling tonight?
Good.
Pretty good. I mean, set's going pretty well.
Yeah, I'd agree. Um, Real quick, for the people at home, could you guys introduce yourselves real quick?
Uh, my name is Sydney Sweeney, and I play the guitar and I sing in home stretch. My name's Simon Butler.
I'm Mason Cager, and I play the drums.
I'm Jared Standiford, and I'm the keeper of the low end, a.k.a. the bass player.
Okay, I'm glad we found the plot just as quick as we lost it. Anyway, so first to get some background, probably about as base background as you can possibly get. If you think back like individually, how long have each of you been playing music, individually?
I've been playing music since really I could remember, since I was 5. My first memories are like trying to make whatever sound I could with like the harmonica in my living room. I put on like little concerts for like my family.
Just got that performer's instinct.
Yeah, I know. I've had more people show up for those shows than any home stretch show ever.
True fact.
Yeah, this is facts. But no, and then I just was always drawn to music. Started playing guitar when I was 14, and yeah, I was like in marching band and stuff like that. And yeah.
Well, what was your instrument in marching band?
My instrument in marching band was the bass clarinet, but I started out with the clarinet.
Interesting. You marched on with bass clarinet?
We marched with bass clarinet.
That's really something.
Yeah.
Mason, what about you?
Well, like Simon, I started playing piano when I was about 5 years old, probably. Took piano lessons for a long time, close to 8 to 10 years. It was a long time. Me and my sister both did it. And then started doing band in middle school, started out on the saxophone, and that's actually where I met this Yahoo right here. Was in line trying to figure out which instruments we were going to pick for middle school, and then did saxophone through all of middle school, and then about my sophomore year in high school joined drumline for marching instead of playing the saxophone for marching, and then started playing the drums, and now here I am, I guess.
That's how it starts.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Jared, were you also saxophone?
No, actually, I started out as a kid in like 4th or 5th grade playing the drums, actually, and I joined band in middle school, like he just said. That's how we met. I ended up being a drummer right away, but I actually gave up music about 7th
10 minutes ago.
And then about junior year, I started really hanging out with this kid again, and then next thing you know, I'm back in the drum line my junior year, and here we are now.
That's how it starts. Did you pick up bass once you got with the band then?
Yeah, I never had touched a bass guitar before I played in this band.
Okay. Simon, how did you end up meeting these guys?
I ended up meeting these guys. So I knew Mason just from like random sports teams in middle school. Sorry, I wasn't talking to Mike, all of that. I met Mason from random sports teams in middle school. We were on the swim team together. And then in my junior year of high school, I wanted to start just like a punk band. I was listening to a lot of punk music, and I needed a drummer, and I knew Mason through another friend, and we just started practicing in his basement. And then later on that year, this was like 2019, I met Jared through Mason because they were already friends, and we just started jamming all together, and yeah, the rest is history.
There you go. And now, so that's about 4 or 5 years for home stretch then?
Yeah, we're on year 5.
Year 5.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So one thing I did notice while I was back there, you guys have a crazy stage presence. You keep the energy up really well. Is that like a learned skill, or does it just come naturally from love of the music?
I mean, I think for us, really, we kind of practice how we play live. You know, when we practice, we bring the same energy that we do for a live show. Because if you can't really do it during practice, you can't really do it on stage. You know.
I hear people after all of our shows say, "Oh my God, Simon jumps so much." I'm like, you should see him at practice. He does the same stuff. Half the time I look over at practice and he's standing on his amps and kicking stuff over and faking like he's gonna smash his guitar, and you're an idiot.
I am always thinking about the next way to kind of outdo myself at a show, or like jump higher, or just say silly stuff like the Peakton Elementary School joke. Like I like saying I kind of sometimes family friendly, provocative stuff right before
Sometimes.
songs. But yeah, stage presence, like I'm just always thinking about playing, and I love playing with these guys. And it's just I just put as much fun into it as possible because it's like one of the funnest things to do. So
So I also like to think about it as we're here to play music, and if we don't look like we enjoy what we're doing, how are they going to enjoy what we're doing?
exactly.
If we don't have fun, the crowd's not going to have fun.
We also go to a lot of concerts together. So whenever we go, we kind of jot down mental notes in a way to see like, oh, that was cool. Let's follow that guy.
We spend just as much time in each of our living rooms watching concert footage and like mimicking jumps. And
film sessions.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
guitar moves, and it's just like music for the love of music, and we just play like punk and rock. So.
That's very fair.
Mhm.
It is good that you specified mental notes, although now I am picturing you with a little notepad and pencil tucked behind your ear while you're at a Blink-182 concert.
Haven't seen them yet, but
Okay.
soon.
Who do you usually go to see live?
Me and Simon just went to go see Alkaline Trio a week ago from yesterday. That was a really fun show.
Jared and I go to a lot of shows where like people get hurt.
Oh, yeah.
But those are like, I mean, okay,
Hardcore, baby.
yeah, hardcore. They don't get seriously hurt, but like, I just kind of just band. You never heard them? They're really underground. No, I'm not that kind of guy. But just kind of like stuff happening at like the kind of the middle level of like the rock scene. Jared and I just really love that stuff. There's a lot of energy happening in it right now. The hardcore scene, and sometimes we go to like huge shows, like we saw The Offspring and Sum 41 together all last year. But usually we're going to like these kind of smaller shows and just trying to learn from that.
Right. Still indie enough to have that bite.
Yeah.
And also
Yeah.
maybe a little bit of risk of crowd crush. It is what it is.
Well,
is
I
what
mean,
it is.
no barricade shows are easily the more fun shows than anything. So
Right. And hey, as long as you keep doing what you're doing, maybe you'll play shows where the band gets hurt more than the audience.
that's the dream.
That hasn't happened yet.
Speak
But
for
no,
yourself.
with the energy you guys play with, it was a lot of fun. Or it has been a lot of fun to see from the back.
Thank
You
you.
might be the first jumper that we've had in the studio.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna hit your light or hit your head on the lights. Honestly.
Well, that hick road jump, I have to hit that every time, no matter where I'm at. I'll be playing like in my bathroom, and I hit the hick road jump. So, but thank you.
Yeah. And thank you for not accidentally landing on the amp.
No problem.
Or kicking anything over.
No problem.
As tempting as it might have been.
Yeah, we don't owe you anything, do we? Yet?
No.
Okay.
No. I'll have to check the ledger after this, but so far I think you guys are clean.
Sounds good. You got my email.
I do. That's
okay.
true.
Okay.
Just bill me.
So you did play mostly original stuff for this set, right?
Yeah. We played.
All but two.
We play all but two. We played. That's kind of what we've been trying to do the last year, is like slowly kind of phase out the covers, and the covers are so fun, and it's what people like American Idiot, like it's people just going.
Right. It's that recognition.
Yeah, but we really have been focusing on grinding, like kind of writing our own songs, and we just want to get them out there.
Well, it's also crazy that at the last two shows we played, I could, even from me being behind the drums and being deaf the whole time, I can vividly hear people singing the lyrics to our songs. And that's the coolest thing I think so far that we've ever done, is have somebody else sing songs to us while we're performing them.
That feeling's got to be crazy. You write something down and then people know it and can sing it back to you.
Best feeling in the world.
It's really cool.
Not only that, but just seeing like everyone who comes to our shows and just seeing how much fun they're having along with us, dude. Nothing makes me happier.
Yeah, there's
And-
nothing like it.
And we've just been doing it, for so long. You just keep doing it. Take the good with the bad and never stop working.
So we've definitely taken the good with the bad. We've played shows for crowds of 3-4 people maybe in the pouring rain, and
Yeah.
still drove an hour and a half to get there to play the
Mhm.
show.
Yeah.
It rained.
Maybe if you brought on a 5-year-old with a harmonica, you'd get those numbers up.
You make a very, very good point.
Maybe.
So do you guys split the songwriting duties between you guys then? Do you usually collab on them? Or do you have like a principal songwriter kind of deal?
I see that. usually, I write all the words, and I think of like the guitar part, or I'll have half a guitar part with all the words, and I kind of like picture the song in my head, and I'm like, all right, Mason and Jared,
Yeah, and you go, Mason, do this. Boom, chap, boom, boom. Like,
Yeah,
that's
it's like, all right,
that's not real.
I am stepping out of my comfort zone today. Here's something I wrote about something that affected me. Let's try to do something with it, and we've done that like 11 times already. So we have 11
Wow.
original songs.
Solid lineup.
Yeah. It's really fun though. It's a great way, I think, as a musician, just kind of step out of your comfort zone, especially to play with other musicians and show them what you're doing. And Mason and Jared, you know, they're amazing musicians, and they put such a like amazing touch to like what I'm thinking about, and they make it their own. And it's so fun. It's so fun.
Yeah. So in a way, it does make the whole songwriting process collaborative
It is
because
it
you
is.
you jam with it.
Yeah, it's like I don't know how to play drums, and Mason has taught me so much about kind of how drums work, and I usually let like Jared handle the bass part. But yeah, it's really cool to see it come together all the time.
Yeah. And then when the final product is this, you really know you've hit something. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And so then for the cover, you said you were trying to move away from covers a little bit. What did you mostly cover? Was it mostly pop punk stuff? Did you do
Mostly-
anything eclectic?
Mostly pop punk stuff. The first song, like I said, we ever played was Scotty Doesn't Know. I
classic.
forgot how that came about.
Honestly, I don't even remember either. I think it was just a song that the two of us, I was like, hey, I know that song. And you're like, yeah, I know that song too. So we just kind of ended up doing it. And
Yeah,
it's the first song you and I ever learned together for sure.
It
yeah,
has to be the first song all three of us learned together.
yeah. There's a video on my
Wow.
camera roll somewhere of like a 18-year-old Jared like playing that song with us.
Staring down at my fretboard the entire time.
In my parents' basement.
Yeah, not even plugged in.
Probably some good found footage.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's good. It's a good time. Yeah, mostly pop punk. Like we've covered like the Cars before.
Wolf Mother.
Wolf Mother.
Shout out Jawbreaker.
We did Primus.
Yeah, we did a Primus song.
I am also going to second that shout out to Jawbreaker.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. It's not my band. I do that all the time. I'm like, oh, thank you. Like I'm in the band.
Bloodhound Gang. I mean,
Yeah, Bloodhound Gang. Yeah, we just do songs that like we like or that we think that like people might like, but mostly like we like them. And people are like, oh, we really love hearing that song, so we bring it back sometimes. But yeah,
Yeah, and that's what it comes down to. If you do it for the love of the music, you just got to play what you love.
absolutely.
And then the people who also love it they'll just come to you.
Yeah, and there will always be Weezer fans.
There
So we will always be playing Weezer.
Weezer fans are inescapable. That's true. Yeah, this isn't on camera, but we did hear Buddy Holly and My Name is Jonas several times during the sound check.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
Well, all the covers we're playing, and this is just a fun fact, but like a lot of them we're playing, they're turning like 30, 20 years old this year. And
Yeah, pop punk is aging.
yeah.
Just like us.
I'm saying not well.
It'll get there. There will be revivals down the line, I'm sure. They're going to be kids born in 2050 with Green Day posters.
Oh, absolutely.
But and then one more note that I did notice, you do have a knack for writing songs that fit the pop punk voice very well. First, yeah, your pop punk voice also, you do have the voice for it. You sound like a Tom from Blink-182. Or
Tell us about it.
yes,
We've been
You just
telling.
made his day.
Literally, he has been trying to preach that to us since the day we met. That he wants to be Tom DeLonge.
I don't want to be Tom.
He's lying.
There's a picture on my phone somewhere where it's him right next to a TV and a picture of Tom, and it's like dead similar.
Copy paste.
I love Blink, and it just so happens I have like a middle tenor kind of thing. But no, thank you. I think I kind of like when I'm with the guitar, I just kind of try to sing the words that I'm able to sing, and if it comes
Yeah.
out like that, that's even better because then it attracts like pop punk fans. So
and you nail the inflection too.
thank you.
It is definitely good that that you appreciated the Tom DeLonge comparison. My other comparison was Mac McCon from Superchunk. I'd say you're
Okay.
kind of somewhere in the middle between those.
Okay, I'll have to check them out. I haven't listened to Superchunk, but
That's fair. But yeah, no, it's good stuff all around.
thank you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
No problem. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
It's electric. We're gonna be scraping the energy from you guys off the walls for weeks.
Yeah.
But so with that said, what do you think the future of Homestretch is gonna look like?
I
Keep
think
doing what you're
I think
doing?
you're gonna need a snow shovel for that energy.
Maybe.
The future of Homestretch, we're just gonna try to record all the songs we have, play as many shows as we can, and try to grow our audience. And just we go where the music goes.
That's fair. Hit the grind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you two. I still want to pile in a van and drive across the Midwest
That
and
sounds like so much fun.
just play bars, 'cause
Yeah.
that sounds like a riot.
We all got to get the PTO for that first, though.
Very true.
Yeah.
Adulting sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Don't grow up.
Agreed.
Grow old, but
agreed.
don't grow up.
Good advice.
Mm-hmm.
No, Van Tour, I will be looking forward to that if you guys end up doing it.
Thank you.
And with that, I think that's about all the time for questions that we have. But now is the part of the show where I get to turn the floor to you, and you guys get to plug anything and everything that you have upcoming. Projects, gigs, social media, whatever you need, the floor is yours.
Well, I'm gonna like go to bed when I get home, but that's what I got coming up. But no, we're playing at the Brick House in Eau Claire, April 13th. It's the old Labor Temple. It's on Birch Street. Come on out. It's gonna be super fun. We're
Playing with our friends in Common Opinion and Dead Ambers.
playing with our
Is
friends.
that an 18+ show?
It's an 18+ show. It's $5.
Moshing welcome.
Sorry.
Yeah, moshing welcome.
But be courteous.
And we're playing in a basement May 11th. DM direct message to the Homestretch Band Instagram account for that. And we're playing at the Plus July 5th. It's all on Homestretch Band on Instagram.
And if more shows get added, they will obviously be updated on the Instagram page. So
Yes, they
And if
will.
you ever need us to play a basement, DM the Instagram account.
we like playing basements. It's fun.
It's a
like,
lot of
we
fun.
like playing basements.
It's kind of the quintessential pop punk venue.
It really is.
But yeah, with that, thank you for sitting down and talking over this.
Thank you, dude.
And thanks for being on the
Yeah.
show to play. It's been electric.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you very much.
That was an odd handshake. It
Do you
doesn't
wa-
matter.
Do you want to use the other hand? Do you want to use the
Yeah,
other hand?
yeah.
Do this right?
We'll do it right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And for everyone else at home, don't touch that dial because it's right back to the music after this.